Hi, I'm Barbara Rimkunis, and this is your Exeter History Minute. For over 80 years, Exeter was home to the Robinson Female Seminary. Its name may sound like it was a religious school, but it wasn't. It was a public school for girls. It has an interesting story. Up until 1867, boys and girls in Exeter attended school together, and the local school board doesn't seem to have ever considered separating the sexes. But in 1865, the town received news that native son William Robinson had left $200,000 to support a school for girls. He explained in his will, "In my poor opinion, there is altogether too much partaking of the fancy in the education that females obtained." He wanted this school to be academically challenging. Robinson's bequest supported the teaching staff. The town was responsible for providing the building. For the first few years, classes were held at the old courthouse on Court Street until a permanent building could be erected. A site on Lincoln Street was chosen, and the new building, which was paid for by the town, was dedicated in September of 1869. Early plans to build a boarding house and a gymnasium were abandoned due to costs. Instead, the school grounds were carefully landscaped to create walking paths for nature study, and a large pond was created from a natural spring. This was no finishing school. The girls studied academic subjects. A normal school was created as a postgraduate program to train students for teaching. Greek and Latin were available for those wishing to go on to college. In the 1880s, a few practical courses were added to teach basic cooking and sewing. Check out our episode about the bread prize. The school was free for Exeter girls. Neighboring towns often sent promising students and paid tuition. It's not too surprising that the Robinson Female Seminary became quite crowded. It was originally open to girls as young as 9. Eventually, this was raised to 12, about the age of most 7th graders. And in its final years, it was considered a high school. By the 1930s and 40s, the school building was showing its age. Talk began to circulate about merging the Robinson Seminary with the Tuck High School where the boys went. The students had been getting together for some activities for years and even put out joint yearbooks. It began to seem strange that boys and girls were educated separately, and so the final class of the Robinson Female Seminary graduated in 1955. They tried to repurpose the old building, but neglect had left it open to vandalism. Electricity and gas were disconnected and it was boarded up. On the night of October 5, 1961, the school burned in a spectacular fire, flames visible for miles. The building was a total loss. Today, there's a small memory garden on the playground of Lincoln Street School, the elementary school built right next to the site. There's only one picture that we have of Lincoln Street School with the old seminary building standing behind it. For more information about Exeter's Robinson Female Seminary, check our website at www.exeterhistory.org.